Hi all, good morning. Hope I'm audible. Am I audible to you? Yes. Thanks. Thank you, Sweta. Thank you, Akanshu. Thank you, Anil, for responding. Right. Yesterday we built our application to some extent. Isn't it? So today we will build it a little more and see the output. Right? Okay. For that. So we have got JSON library um, included. We also have version 1.5.0 available for browser. I mean to say the Google custom Chrome tabs. Okay, I'm synchronizing the project yet once again. And let me open the classroom so that I can add some other stuff. So all the links are given in the similar way. Google Volley networking web, okay, everything is added. Fine. No. So this has to be replaced. Correct. This line has to be replaced. Custom Chrome tabs. Yeah, it has got an update. Simply 4.5.0. Right. This is one thing that we want to do. And in the application, how far did we arrive? How far did we complete? So, okay. So we are able to execute Wally and the response we should get it. Right. So for getting the response, here I would like to create a package, new package. I will call it data. So in this data folder, I want to add the Pojo classes. So where will I get the Pojo classes? JSON, okay, JSON schema to pojo.org. And also I have to run the InShots API and get this data. Otherwise, I cannot post it, right? Yeah. So once pasting the entire response, choose the source type to JSON, right? Annotation style, none. Validation annotations, none. Uh, we use long integers, double numbers, include constructors, do not add additional properties. Yes, zip it now. So we have the folder here. Extract the folder. Extract all. Now jumping onto this and copy these two. Datum and example. So example is our source file. Okay. Come back to your project. And in the data folder, you can add these two files. Hit OK. Now this generated annotation is not necessary. You can remove it. And after removing generated annotation, you can also remove the unused packages by Control, Alt, and O. In the same way, we will also have the same on example as well. Because example is our source class, right? So remove this generated annotation. You can do Control, Alt, and O to remove unused packages. If you see clearly, we have got category data, which is of type datum, and success. Right. So what are we going to do? We are simply going to use this example here as and convert the entire response to Pojo classes using JSON library. Using JSON library. So how do we do that? So it's quite easy to understand, isn't it? So example E equals to new JSON dot from JSON. So what is the JSON data we have? We have the JSON data as response. And I want to convert it to example.class. Isn't it? That's it. It is converted. So you have the entire data in example E. And we are pretty much interested with this data, which is the second second attribute of example. Because in datum only we will have author, content, date, ID, image URL, read more URL, time, title, and URL. All everything is here. Right. So what is the next step? What is the next step? So we are supposed to create a recycler view adapter because if you see, a recycler view is already created, but we are not populating the data on the recycler view. Correct? So on top of the recycler view, I would like to populate the data. So as soon as fetch news button is pressed, the first thing that you can do is you can make the progress bars visible. And as soon as the data arrives, so the data arrives in on response method, right? So here you can make the same progress bar go invisible. So for recycler view adapter, what are we going to send and how are we going to display the data? Is our primary concern right now. Okay. So let us create a class not inside the data. If you want, if you are using multiple adapters in the project, you can create a package called adapters and put your adapters code into that package. That is fine. Otherwise, you can also create an individual file like this. Go to Java class, create recycler view or create news adapter. So you know how to create this skeleton for your recycler view. Every one of you is pretty much aware of it. First thing first, extend adapter of recycler view and provide the uh, view holder information in the Sorry, guys. It is an unfortunate situation where my internet is calling. Sorry for that. Okay. So we're just creating the skeleton for our recycler view object. So recycler view. Okay. So are you able to follow till here? Please let me know if you are able to follow till here. Guys, am I audible in the first place? Hello? Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Shweta and Anil. So, thanks, Akansha. So, I hope you are all able to follow till here. Okay. Now, the primary interest is to get the list of datum object, correct? Thank you, Ganesh Gupta. So, datum, list of datum. I want to get the list or data, simply data. We can call it data. Also, I would like to get the context object. Okay. Now, these two things are primary for me. These two things are essential for me to display data on the recycler view. That is why I'm going to create a constructor that is going to initialize these two. Simply do Alt and Insert, choose constructor, select these two items and hit OK. That creates a constructor for you automatically. Now in onCreate view folder, what do we do? Simply create a view object V that is equal to layout inflator dot from context dot inflate, give the resource file, which is r dot layout dot one item design. Now attach it to parent and do not attach it permanently. Simple thing. And finally, when you return data, you have to return a news view holder object. So simply return a new instance of news view holder, for which you need the view object, because in the constructor of news view holder, you have an item view, which is a view object. Nice. We are done with onCreate view holder. So on get item count, what do? We simply write data.size. And in news view holder, you are supposed to connect the UI objects or UI elements. Image view. I'll call it image view. And you also have a text view. So text view, text view. Nice. So how do we initialize the image view? So image view is equal to item view dot, you get FVB, put a semicolon at the end, and now connect it r dot id dot news image. Maybe this is the same file. Let me open this by hitting on control. Taking your mouse over on top of it will take you to this layout one item design. Nice. So text view's ID is text view only. So you need not to remember. You need not to come back to this file again. Right. So text view is text view here, and the ID is also text view over there on the file. FVB r dot id dot text view. Easy peasy lemon squeezy so far. And in onBind view folder, I know how to populate data on the text view, right? So simply I can call text view. How can I call text view? With the help of this view holder object. So holder dot text view dot set text of what do I want to show? I want to show the title to the user. So how do I show it? Simply call data, get the exact item at the position given, and get the title. Simple, you're done. Now the point is how to load image from the image URL. For this, we have image loading libraries online. So I'll give you two popular image loading libraries. So the fifth library that we're going to use here is image loading libraries. To load the image from internet or from the URL. For that, you can use Glide, which is a popular image loading library, or Picasso, which is also another popular image loading library. For this example, okay, I'll show you both the libraries. So Glide image loading library for Android. You type it and you get this link. Okay, I'm adding this link in the classwork. So we also have Picasso. Picasso is from Square, which this is a company that also developed retrofit library for us, JSON library for us. Okay, this is the same company, square.github.io/Picasso will lead you to this particular documentation. I'll also add this in the classwork, though I'm not going to use Picasso. I'm going to use Glide. Okay, I'm going to use Glide instead of Picasso. So to use Glide, what do we do? We just have to go through this Glide documentation. You see that there is a dependency to add. So these two are the dependencies that we need to add. For Picasso, the dependencies would be a little different. Guys, I may go fast sometimes. That is not in my control. However, you need to be able to understand it and stop me wherever you're not able to follow. Okay? Please do remember this point, guys. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. Okay. So once these two are there, I'll go to project, go to build.gradle file for our application or module. And here I will be adding these two dependencies. com.github.bumptech.glide.glidecall and glide and annotation processor as well. Now you may ask me, what is the reason? Why are you so interested in using Glide than Picasso? Glide can also load GIFs, whereas Picasso is not able to. Glide is much faster than, not much, a little faster than Picasso. And my personal favorite somehow it is Glide. I use Glide for most of my projects, and I also ask my uh, team members to use the same if they ever want to work with image loading libraries. Okay. Once these two are added, loading image on the recycler view becomes very easy. It becomes a cakewalk. We use Glide, isn't it? So call Glide with context. Now load the data. So which data I want to load? Data. Load data dot get of position dot get image URL and into which view that I want to load it? Folder dot image view. That's it. As simple as that. Just one single line. So Glide with context, load what? Data dot get position dot get image URL into where? Folder dot image view. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So logically speaking, you're done with the coding on news adapter. Right? Once you're done with the coding on news adapter, the next step is to attach this adapter for the recycler view. So on main activity, what do? We create an object for news adapter. I will say adapter is equal to new news adapter. Finally, attach the data. Pass the context object. And you also have to pass e.get data. Okay, this does not work here. So you can say get application context. Nice. Finally, call the recycler view object, and on top of it, set this adapter. And this is not the end of the picture. For recycler view, we are also supposed to set the layout manager. I would like to use new linear layout manager and pass this get application context. Now you are done. Simple, easy, and understandable steps. Let us run the project on my device and see if this is working absolutely in the same way we expected it to work. Nice. I've connected my device. I'll hit on run button. Okay, the app is up and running. Let me show it to you on Visor. This might work or this might not work. I don't know. So first of all, you need to choose a category. I'll choose entertainment. As I choose entertainment, the progress bar started loading, which means it is fetching data from internet. I'm connected to Wi-Fi, which is working right now. So hopefully I'll get data and display it on the recycler. It is rotating for too much long time. It is still running. I'll choose another sports. Let us say. First of all, am I connected to internet? Yes, I am. Okay, got it. See, this is this is for entertainment. If I'm not wrong, no sports only. I choose it to entertainment. I love entertainment news. I'm not a sports person, so I don't go with sports. All right. Sonu Nigam team attacked during concert in Mumbai. Video surfaces. That's wrong. Ranbir Kapoor made me drink rum that cost 30,000 a bottle. Power of Shukla. Uh-huh. Pics of Ranveer Singh and NBA legend Livon tunes go viral. It was 16 fame Abdul Music books an entire theater to watch SRK's Pathan. Okay. All right. This looks cool. This looks good for me. If the background is, let us say, lightish gray, it would give us more impact, isn't it? Let us say, if you go to activity underscore main.xml, here, if you modify the background color of this to a darker shade of gray, this is easy to pick up colors here. Darker shade of gray means, and we run the application and see the difference. I select a category, you select entertainment. It's taking too much time to load, isn't it? Images are loading fast, but the data is not coming fast. I don't know, Akansha, how they did use it in the actual InShots. Uh, Maybe for vertical flip, they might be using recycler only in a different way. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it yet. Come on, it's taking too much of time. Technology, you got to use very easily. Mm. Okay, I observed a few things here and there. Okay, we will fix them slowly. Don't worry. Mm, but I don't really like the background color. Background is not so good. Let us keep it to white only. Let us keep it to white. The next big thing that I want to do is I don't want this application to be shown with an action bar. So what is an action bar or an app bar? App bar or action bar is this one. This one. I don't want to show it. I want to go full screen. So if you want to go to full screen, the modification that you need to do here is inside the themes.xml. So in the themes.xml, you got to see dark action bar, day night drop, no action bar. Simple. And themes are themes are in two. There are two themes actually. Dark theme is there, night theme is there. So here also no action bar. Now let's run the application and see if there is an action bar coming up. So we went full screen. Now select entertainment. Oh, nice. Okay. So the frame of each card view is not actually equal because of the background colors. So we can go to one item design, modify this background color. Okay, there is this background color, card background color, which is set to lighter shade of gray. Let us set it to darker black. And for the text view, we'll set the white color. The text color, we'll set it to white. All right. Now let's run the application and see if there is a visual difference. Okay, again, entertainment. I always want entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. Okay, looks somewhat better, somewhat understandable. But even I don't like this one. But okay, let us adjust somewhere. Why should we? Hmm. So next time you are pressing the button, you are not getting the progress bar. That is the first observation I did. Has anyone observed it before? When I choose an item, you are getting the progress bar, but when I choose the other category, I am not getting the progress bar. Did anyone observe that? Guys, are you following? Hello. Thanks, Akansha, for responding. Okay, right. So how do we display this progress bar even when this is on? Let us see how this progress bar is aligned. This progress bar is below recycler view. Let us bring it above recycler view. Oh no, above recycler view. Yeah, that is right. Maybe this time it will work as per the need. Entertainment progress bar is loaded. Now we'll choose sports and then we get the same progress bar again. Okay, now let us choose sports and I get the progress bar. Happy. So progress bar has to be on the top. And with that, you can see the data being loaded. Okay. Nice. All right. So what else can we do? Can we, when the item is pressed, can we take the user to the next screen and display the whole content? Yes, that is our next step. So in order to make this recycler views clickable, all you need to do is implement on-click listener interface on the recycler views view holder. Once you implement that, you get a method called on-click. So when this item is clicked, we have to set on-click listener to this. That would invoke this on-click method, right? So if you don't want to do all this stuff, you have a simple way to do it. You can remove this implementation and start with writing new on-click listen. So implement it directly. Okay. If you want to reduce the code also, you can right click here, show context actions and replace with Lambda. So here, whatever you write, it will get the execution. So suppose if I want to write a toast message, pass in the context object and say, let's say data dot get off get adapter position dot get title. So I want to display just the title. So now this will work for me. So if I tap on an item, you get the toast message. So load the data first. Always entertainment. Now tap on Sonu Nigam's article, you get the toast message. If you tap on this Ranbir Kapoor's article, you get the toast message. So the on click is working for me. So I can put this toast message aside and try to see how I can transport data. How I can transport one piece of data or one item, the entire data related to one item to the next view or to the next activity. Before that, let us design the activity. Go to new, right click on the app, go to new, choose activity and select empty activity. We can call it details activity, yeah, activity underscore details. So you get activity underscore details dot XML created for you in the layout. Let's do a simple design on activity underscore details dot XML. What is this? No, I want to have a phone, right? I'll choose the lower end device. Excel 3XL is fine. That is also good. Pixel 4, even that is big. What is used for activity underscore name? Pixel 4. Okay, no problem. So first, let's place an image view because we will be loading the image view here. Some IC launcher background I'm choosing. I'll set the constraints first. Simple. Now I'll fix the height. Height to let us say 200 dB. Okay. Let us change the width to match constraint. And now let us adjust the scale type to center crop. Nice. Now the idea of the image view is important. Details underscore news poster or news image refactor. Now I want to display the title in italic and using robot. Okay. I'm going to keep the background to white. That's okay with me. Drag the text view, drop it on the screen, make this text view align to the end of this design and maintain, let us say, 30 to 24 pixels from the top. Set the left constraint to left, right constraint to right. Change the text views constraints to match the parent. Now on this text view, if you scroll down a little, okay, first change the ID first. Details underscore news underscore title. That is the text view ID. Now improve the text size first. Text size can be, let's say, 24 SP. Select some blue color. Some dark shade of blue here. Nice. Also, okay, 1 second. Okay. Also choose the font family. So font family, I want to choose Roboto medium. And let us make it bold, much bolder. Okay, we can also make it italic and take the bold away. Hey, that looks good. Actually looks good. Now we should have a scroll view because we don't know how much content would be there, isn't it? So in the containers, you'll have a scroll view, drag it, drop it on the screen. However, for this scroll view, you don't need a linear layout. So you can delete it. And for this scroll view, let us first set the height and width. Let's say 100 pips height, width, and 100 pips height. leave this program aside for now. We need two buttons, guys. We need two buttons. Button one is here. Button two is here. Now baseline the second button to the baseline of the first button. Put these buttons, okay, Control Z. Put this button to the downside of the screen. Now select these two buttons, create a horizontal chain. Select these two buttons, right click, change, create a horizontal chain. Nice. Now the first button's text must be, let's say, read original. Second button text should be read more. Okay. Now I want to style these buttons. If I want to style these buttons, I can go to design. There will be an attribute called style. You can go to style. And in the material design, so this is the styling information I would like to show you. So you can use all these styles and see how your button reacts to those styles. See, outlined button. If you choose outlined button, the design would be a little different. Where is the design actually? What happened to my design? Okay, let us first see if the material design library is enabled. Yes, it is. Material button style slash material I will directly write button here. Right. Not material 3, by the way. Material 2 should be used. So I'll type button. Material components dot button. Material widget dot app compact. No. Material 3, no. It should be material design. Okay, why should I worry about it? Why am I losing me? So instead of that, I can directly jump into Google and ask material design button styles. I will simply go to material. I will simply go to material.io. Material.io will take you to the material design website. So we are using material design too, right? So get started. Oh shit, this is M3. Material design 2. We want material design Android. So there is this material button which is available. Okay. I'm searching for a different thing and I got a different thing. We want this one. Okay, m2.material.io maybe. So, material. Yeah, this is right. Now components, you going to go to components. In Android, we have buttons, right? You can choose buttons. So here you get to see with the implementations of all these things. So to create a button of this kind, I want to create a button with rounded corners. Okay, this one is looking good. This is a normal button. Okay, outline button is good actually. Okay. Hmm. Cranes buttons use custom colors on two elements, the container and text. Okay. What is the theme for this color? Theme for this button? That is the interesting point. Cranes button containers have custom corner shapes. 50% customer corner radius. Okay. Get a rounded button simply. Rounded button. Android. And this is waste of time actually. Create a shape and then use it as a background. No, that's not going to work out. There is an easy way of doing it. Mm. Okay, I'll get it. I'll get you that update very soon. Don't worry. For now, style, you can use any button style. Direct style slash material or button. Material three dot button will not work for us because we are using material two. Material components dot button. Button dot outline button. That's good. In the similar way, you can also use the same styling information. Copy this and put it on the second button. So if you look at this screen, this looks cool, isn't it? So if you do not want outlined button, we have other buttons also. Dot. This is text button dot direct, text button dot plus, unelevated button. Now this is floating action button. We are not going to use it. Text buttons, I don't want it. I want outlined buttons or filter buttons. I'll use outlined button. It looks good actually. Now in the design part of it, what I'll do is I'll leave this to this. And now I'll have this scroll view set to all the four sides of the screen. Set the bottom constraint to one of the top constraint of these two buttons. Of course, you should maintain some 16 dips of space at least. Otherwise, the design looks clumsy. Okay, maintain some 16 dips of space. 8 dips of space from the left, 8 dips of space from the right. And now make this as match constraints. Okay, yeah, match constraints. Now inside this scroll view, I'd like to place a text view. So drag the text view, drop it on this screen. Okay. So tomorrow we'll design the rest of the UI and make it work for us. Right? I will be pushing this code to GitHub. Please see the code. Try to work on it. Get the and tomorrow when we come back to the session, we'll discuss further. Right? Thank you guys. Have a good day. Right. Thank you so much. The code has been uploaded on GitHub. Try to work on it. We'll meet you again tomorrow at sharp 7 o'clock. Take care. Good day. Bye bye.